Perfect. Then I'm going to share my screen. Mom, if you see anyone in the...
I will let them in.
Yep,
No
got
problem.
it. Okay, perfect. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start. And so we're so excited. I've known Trey for quite a while, and obviously I know another Epic broker, Charles Ramsey. Charles is in where is Charles? Charles is in Northeast.
He's in Oregon,
Yep.
Oregon,
the
yeah.
other side,
Oh,
Northwest.
oh yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm so
That's
backwards
okay.
today. I'm backwards. Yeah. Yeah, Northwest. So and so we are excited that this finally launched for Epic Luxury or Epic Estates, I should say, and then Epic Commercial as well. And so what I'm going to do today is I'm recording this, obviously, that way you can listen to it again. But the first 10, 15 minutes, I'm going to go really quickly through a quick presentation of what is Global Marketing Agent, how it's going to benefit you, not just locally, but globally as well. And I did say locally because this really will make a huge impact in your local business on how you approach your next listing presentations, referrals, and so much more to that. And then obviously the global piece to it. Then we will navigate the website quickly for you to kind of understand how to access the training, the videos, how to join the school groups, how to. Oh, we have Sam Rodriguez as well, but
Oh, nice.
this is a blast from the past.
Yeah.
And
Hi,
so
Sam.
yeah, and so so after that, then we'll navigate the website a little bit, and then my mother will share with you the Castles and Estates magazine as well. And so this is going to go fast today, but again, I am going to record this, so no worries. So we started this company, my mother and I, 20 years ago, and it used to be called IRES. And some of you who've been in the business long enough, you may remember it, International Real Estate Specialist. We were featured on Remax University for many years. We've obviously trained agents from all brokerages. We've been vetted also by agents from all brokerages because, as you will see, you will have access to 6 global marketing agreements that are going to establish all the relationships that you need to create between you, your buyers, your sellers, referrals, and even on how to secure listings anywhere around the world without you being licensed in that state, province, and country. And yes, I did say that correctly. I'm going to take you back to Article 11 of the Code of Ethics really quickly. It says that you can do real estate anywhere around the world without you being licensed in other states, countries, and provinces. What you have to do, though, is to create a legal partnership between you and the licensee wherever the property is located. Okay. And so this is, I wouldn't say this is a loophole because obviously it's in the code of ethics of NAR, but this is how this kind of all started. And so you will see on how you can do this. This is going to create by far a very distinct competitive advantage, especially those of you into obviously all of you in the estates and in commercial as well, because and actually commercial's been doing this for a long time because they understand that the buyer for this property where you are located today may come, and a lot of times depending on the price range will come from outside of where you are. And so this is very important. Retain your clients for life. This is extremely important, and at the end of the day really is to increase referrals and income. So next slide. I'm going to go into this. Our mission statement here has always been to, again, we've been doing this for over 20 years to empower real estate agents to really excel in the local, national, and international markets. And I call this all the time to become true global agents. And I want to kind of Say that again. True global agents, because my mother and I were agents with the global brokerages from Coldwell Banker, Keller Williams, Remax, and and obviously you've got Century 21, you've got EXP, you've got Sotheby's, you've got all these global brokerages. Mom, make sure you admit these people in the group, please.
I do.
Okay, and so the biggest my biggest pet peeve into this is that a lot of these agents will quickly call themselves global agents without having global listings. It's not because I work for NASA that it makes me an astronaut, if you know what I'm saying. And so I'm going to share with you today on how you can become true global agents and build a global real estate portfolio literally in minutes through the technology that we have. So over the years, you have seen the numbers. Obviously, NAR is got a lot of material on this, on cross-border real estate transaction, and this is residential, commercial, land. It's really everything. And there are millions and millions of buyers relocating globally every year to the US, but also since COVID. And you've seen this a lot, especially on Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn, the amount of Americans going and buying real estate in Costa Rica, Panama, the Caribbean islands, obviously Portugal, Spain, France, Italy, is really mind-boggling. And they are buying for a lot of different reasons, believe it or not. The number one reason is obviously healthcare, and then also the lifestyle. Lifestyle is very different, as many of you know. And so you will see we're going to help you create content for you to post that on your social media and start connecting with your sphere of influence in a different way. And that's going to be how you're going to get a lot of referrals. 95% of agents have no strategy in capturing global referrals. We've done a lot of surveys over the year with thousands and thousands of agents, and I will say this to you on the call and listening to this call. Within your sphere of influence, since you've been in this business, you already have some of your clients that have bought real estate outside of where you are located today, and they never called you. They wanted to buy in the Bahamas or in the Caribbean island or Mexico or Europe or Thailand or wherever. And they never called you because you've been marketing yourself to be the local specialist. And what they do is they go online, look at real estate, and they call the agent directly with that listing. They go to that country, buy real estate, and then they come back to where you live and they will brag about it on their social media. Hey, we just bought a new home in Italy, or we just bought a new home in Cabo San Lucas. And you've actually lost referral business. And so I tell this to agents all the time. Because of the surveys that we've done over the years, the last 20 years with thousands of agents, every agent in the world really are losing 3 to 5 referrals a year by not educating their sphere of influence that you have the capabilities to help them buy or sell anywhere around the world. And we'll talk about that. So global portfolio, this is very interesting. You'll have access to the site, and I'm going to show you right after this on how to legally, and I want to say this again, legally borrow and leverage listings of other GMM members within minutes. We're going to show you the process. It's so easy. And we're going to show you as well on how to post these listings on your social media platforms legally. And that's the big thing. A lot of agents today are doing this illegally because at the end of the day, you need the authorization from the seller, you need the authorization from the listing agent. And because we are in real estate, you do need this in writing. And that is very, very important. And we're going to share that with you today. Migration intelligence. I know that most of you probably already know this AI, but it's called Prompt Cowboy. Prompt Cowboy. Go on Prompt Cowboy. It's free, or there's a paying version. And it is going to create the most incredible prompts you've ever seen. Not the way we use AI, because the way we use AI is very, we're not even scratching the surface, if you know what I'm saying. Prompt Cowboy is actually going to create real estate migration pattern as to where you live today. It's like Ben, if Ben wanted to find out about the migration patterns as to where the buyer's coming from for St. Augustine, Florida, then Ben is going to be able to create data. And also, obviously, you go to Prompt Cowboy, you write whatever you want. Prompt Cowboy is going to create that prompt, and then you copy and paste it into Gemini or Chat or Claude, whichever one you use. Print off that data, bring it to your next listing presentation, and it will blow your clients away because agents do not do this. And so be different. And this is where into the luxury and expired markets, you're going to sound different. You're going to be different because of the GMA value proposition that I'm going to share with you in the next couple slides. Global deals, yes. If and when the day comes to someone calls you and says, "Hi, DM, I've seen that you've been promoting properties all over the world on your Facebook, and congratulations. And I've known you for the last 10 years. And our family, we have a home in London, England, or we have a home in Cabo San Lucas. And we want you to sell it because you've been saying that you can help us buy or sell. Can you do this for us?" And DM's answer will be absolutely yes, I can. And we've got all of the agreements. We've got everything you need from A to Z between you and the seller, between you and the agent on the ground who is going to become your co-broker, not co-listing, but co-broker. And so we're going to share with you through the training, obviously, on how everything is done seamlessly from A to Z for you to be able to make money globally and not just locally. So a couple of things that we're going to teach you, obviously, as soon as you're done with your training is post your certificate, make announcements. We've got announcements that you can copy and paste. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. But here, what we want to do, again, is we want to educate your sphere of influence on why you are different than your competitors. And so there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to be able to have to access. This is an expired campaign that an agent has done with expireds. This is in Houston. She did a postcard. There's the little QR code with the magazine. She got a $3.5 million listing in Houston, and many other agents throughout the years have done this. They go to their expireds into their MLS. They look at listings from 2 million all the way up to 20, 30 million, whatever that price may be. And they reach out to the sellers with a different value proposition because every seller who is expired do not want to hear the same listing presentation that he has heard the last 2 or 3 times. And so this will be a great, great tool for you to target your expireds. Here is an example of what to do with your social media posts. This is Alexandra. She's a Compass agent in Florida. And this was a listing that my mother actually had in the Burgundy area in France. And so again, legally, Alexandra was able to co-market, not co-list, co-market this property. She obviously depended on my mother's description because, as you know, obviously Alexandra cannot change any of the information. She can't change any of the pictures, the pricing, everything. Again, we're going to teach you everything through the training and the video modules for you to understand what you can and what you cannot do, because this is very important. You're not licensed in France. You've never been to that property in France. And so here, again, we'll show you on how to do these kind of postings. But as you can see at the end of her post before the hashtags, contact me today for more information on this unique property and for pricing. We recommend, again, and you'll watch a video. Don't do this every day because it's overload. But once a week, go and post a different property from a different country, and your Instagram and your Facebook and your LinkedIn will blow up in a different way than the post that you've ever done. People will start asking you, "Oh my God, Sam, I didn't know you were licensed in France. How did you get this listing?" Or, "Oh my God, Sam, like, I didn't know you spoke French. This is amazing." And then here we go. "Sam, my husband and I were in France last week and we were wondering on how to buy real estate over there. Can you help us?" This is a way for you to get leads. This is a way for you to market yourself differently. Now here is the slide, and after this, I'm done, and then we'll show you the website. But this is the co-marketing slide, and I'm going to go through this quickly because again, the training will teach you. But wherever you are today is your property, and then obviously you see dots going to LA, Dallas, Miami, Toronto, and Boston. We're going to teach you on how to do an a la carte presentation to your next listing presentation. Obviously, option A is your listing presentation. We're not going to teach you on how to do that because that is what you do. And then option B, we're going to teach you on how to present global marketing agent and you having the ability to co-market that property wherever that may be with the GMA network, wherever in the world it makes sense to promote, market, advertise, and hopefully find a potential buyer. How many co-marketing agents can you have on your listing? The answer is unlimited. You can have as many co-marketing agents. And the system that we have and the technology will allow you to post your listings on there. You will have the ability to make notifications and announcements to the network. Hi, my name is Ben. I have a new listing in St. Augustine, Florida. It's 1.2 million, and I'm looking to work with you. Please go on the GMA website to co-market the listing. And Ben instantly will get a lot of notifications on his email that will say, Ben, congratulations. Olivier Mavalek, Dallas, Texas. He is with this brokerage. His phone number, his email address is now co-marketing your property. And now Ben, what he will do is that he's going to call his seller and give him the good news. Hey, Mr. Seller, do you remember when I told you that the GMA network, we're going to have agents all over the world? Today, we have this person in Dallas. We have this person in Paris, France. We have this person in Canada. And so again, this is going to make you sound different. And this is going to make you different than your competitors. And that is the key on how to win more listings locally. Now, when your listing goes expired or sold, whatever the reason may be, there will be a notification that goes out to all the co-marketing agents who have your listings for them to remove all of the information from their marketing materials, because that is a must. And so this is something that you will learn. There's different commission structures and be creative again. And again, the training will take you through all of that because I don't want to confuse you yet. There's a joke. Castles and Estates magazine, and I'm not going to go too much into it. My mother is going to show you on what that looks. The school communities, I'm going to show you as well. And now I'm going to take you to my other screen, which is the website. The website, here it is. So the website I'm going to log in is globalmarketingagent.com is where you have all of the training. Okay, that is where you're going to take the modules, and I'm going to share with you on what that looks. So when you log in with the link that you receive,
we don't see your screen yet.
You don't see my screen.
Well, we see the old one, but not the
new one.
Marketing agent. No.
Okay, how about now?
Hold on. Yep.
Okay, that was painless today. All right, dashboard, here we go. So once you log in with your link, you will have access to your dashboard where there, obviously, the first thing you can do is update your password. You can change it, do whatever you want with that. So here, as you can see, it says get started. The left side of your screen is where you need to focus, the first steps. You must understand the training. You must understand on how to navigate the website for you to benefit from this. And the great thing about our network, and something that I think is the biggest tool that we offer, is that every 2 weeks, every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Central Time, we invite you. So today is special for you. Epique Estates, Epique Commercial. I'm recording this session. That way, we're not here can listen to this. So our next session is next Wednesday, where you will come into the call. It's an hour. You'll get to meet face-to-face other GMA members. You'll get to ask us any questions. I'm going through this situation. I don't really know how to navigate it. Can you please help us? We have different subjects. So sometimes we ask GMA member in Italy or Spain or Portugal or Panama or the Caribbean or France, wherever, to do a full-on presentation to show us and teach us on the buying process, of the country. So, visas, super important, healthcare, taxes, everything. And so that knowledge is important for you, and it's recorded. So we've got a video library for you to go back to it when it's necessary. When someone says, "Hey, Sam, I'm really interested in buying in Mexico right now. Can you teach me a little bit more about how it's done?" And I want to say this, you will never, ever need to know everything about every country. That's impossible. But the key is that our network and our community is very tight to where we've been doing this for a long time. We will give you the answers. We're not a referral company. This is your business. We're just here to train and support. So the first you need to do is watch this video, and you click on it. It's about 20 minutes, and it will just kind of tell you, okay, this is how, you access the training videos again right here. You access, these are modules. I want to say this ahead. These modules were done through HeyGen. If you've never heard of HeyGen, you got to use it. Okay. HeyGen is fantastic. You create your own avatar, and then you can translate them into different languages if you want to. It's about $30 a month. So it's very inexpensive. So I've done all of these with HeyGen. The training will take you about, I would say, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. It used to be a lot longer, but we've made it shorter. And so it's just, again, the agreements, which agreement to use in which situation. Watch the next steps. This is a video that will teach you what to do. So change your email signature, add the logos, change your Facebook About Me section, your LinkedIn About Me section, add global, especially in LinkedIn, because a lot of developers, especially from Mexico, Panama, will start asking you questions. So the more you kind of globalize your profile, the more conversations you will be able to start. Access key resources. This is very important. This is where the logo is. This is where you go and download. We have announcements that you can use. We have examples of social media. We have everything. We have a listing presentation sample that you can use, the postcard. And then here we have all the agreements that you will have access to. There are 6 of them. Okay. And so the training, again, will take you through all of that. I don't want to spend too much time into this because, again, I want to have my mother kind of go into the magazine, and then I want to answer any of your questions for the last 15 minutes. Introduce yourself. This is big. So as you can see here, join our community. We have 2 groups. We have one where it's for GMA members only, where that number grows up and down. You'll see there's not that many because a lot of them forget to do it, but this group here has got almost 1,000. And this is where you go and introduce yourself. So you click on there, and it is going to take you to this group. If you've never been to school, it's fantastic. Okay. It's great. And so in this group right here, because I'm a member already, I want you to go and introduce yourself. Welcome to the Global Real Estate Agent community. Just kind of go in there, say, hi, my name is, I'm an agent here. You see, we have agents posting a lot of things, referrals. We have agents posting all sorts of things. And if you go into this little things here, Insights by Olivier, this one here, you will have access to hundreds and hundreds of posts that I've done in the last couple of years. And I encourage you to copy and paste them. This is me giving you full authorization. See, like this one here, how to live well in Paris for less than $2,000 a month. Why would you want to post this on your social media? Because of the silver tsunami. If you don't know what that is, okay, you know what that is. Okay, baby boomers every single day 10,000 of them are retiring in the US and in Canada. 10,000 of them. They're not going to retire the same way your parents and your grandparents did. They're going to retire the same way my parents retire, which is 3 months here, 3 months there, 3 months here, 3 months here. And so this is why you need to post these kind of things. 7 places to retire in Portugal for under $30,000. Go ahead and copy it. This is very important. And so that's the, sorry. I'm going to go back to this. The last thing you need to click on your dashboard is, let's see. Oh, very important. How about this one? When you go to members, so dashboard, sorry. Oh, we have a GMA affiliate program as well. If some of you are interested in making money, we have an ambassador program as well. We have members that have been with us for over 20 years. I have one in particular. He's made thousands and thousands of dollars just kind of promoting. I know that I shouldn't be able to say this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I know that Epique, your other business model aside from real estate, is recruiting and attracting, and the GMA is a great way to start communication with people in a very non-threatening way. And what I mean by that is you're not going in straight in with, hey, I'm with Epique. Have you heard of Epique? No, you're going to go in with, hey, I saw your listing. It's beautiful. I would love to co-market it. Have you heard of what, and how this can work for you? And so there's a lot more conversations that we can have for you if you're interested into the affiliate and also into the recruiting side of your business. Here is where you need to go in GMA members. You will need to go in there and update your profile. So please just take 10, 15 minutes, go and upload your picture, go upload your email address, your phone number, areas that you're interested in, languages that you speak, if you speak other languages than English. Just kind of go in there and just really please just take 10 minutes to do it. Learn is, again, the resources that I talked about, but it's in your dashboard. The training that I talked about, but it's in your dashboard. The community, this is where the community I told you about with school. And then here we go. Now we're going to go into GMA listings. So in GMA listings, you will see there are a few ways to look at GMA listings. All right. So there are, as you can see here, I clicked on the non-GMA library. And as you will see, we have over, I think, 12,000 listings today currently. And we are, it says 8,000, but that's just property and apartments. So the total is, I think, around 12,000. But what you will see is that we have a partnership with Remax Central America, Remax Caribbean. We're working on Europe with 33,000 agents, and another group, a big one, that they have 20,000 as well throughout Portugal, Italy, Spain, where else? Mexico, Germany, a few others. And so there's going to be hundreds of thousands of listings. And then also we're working with your team at Epique to have a API feed to where a lot of your listings will be in here. But so here, when you are not, and I want to say it, not in the GMA library, you can go and through countries and you can, kind of look around. But let's say I want this listing here. I'm going to click on it. You will see that this here, the agent will appear, but it will say this property isn't open for co-marketing yet. That means that this agent, this must be a Remax from Caribbean or Central America, has not yet joined the GMA library. You can, though, make a request to that agent if you really want to co-market this property because you've been to Jamaica and you love Jamaica. This is not in Jamaica, but obviously you're looking for Jamaica. Yeah. And so you're looking at real estate in You said Costa Rica? Yeah, this is Costa Rica. Yep. So you've been to Costa Rica and you love Costa Rica and you want listings. So here you could say, hey, my name is Sam. I am a GMA member. I would be very interested in co-marketing your property. And then boom, request more info. And then an email is going to go to that agent, to Priscilla Benavides. And it's going to say, Priscilla, Sam Rodriguez, Epique Estates agent, is really interested in co-marketing your property, yes or no? And then that will be her decision. And so if she says yes, then from there, Sam will have, all the pictures and all access to the picture. But now I'm going to show you an easier way of all the properties that is a yes. You go into the GMA library. So you click this little icon, GMA library. And here it says with procurement fee. I'm not going to confuse you yet. This is something we'll go over with into the training once you've passed it. But a lot of our agents are very creative at getting listings, believe it or not, above 6% a lot of times, because in a lot of countries you can, and in a lot of countries you cannot. Like France, you cannot go above a certain amount of percentage, but in other countries, you can go as high as you want. So we have agents who, and again, even on 6%, a lot of agents are very creative on how they can break down the commission structure. And so there are a lot of ways that you will learn how to do this, but I'm going to show you here, GMA library. You click on search, and then you're going to see a lot of listings. And then now you're going to see the difference. So let's say I want to market this one right here in France. It's called Courchevel. It's in, I think, yeah, it's beautiful. It's $29 million. So here you will see this is a Dimitri. He's the listing agent. He's a silver member. And then here you see, want to promote this listing, collaborate with Dimitri. So this question is very different than the other question that was. The other question was, this listing is not yet into the co-marketing library. This one is into the co-marketing library. Here you just write, hi, my name is Sam, and I'm going to be your co-marketing agent in wherever Sam is from, okay? That way Dimitri kind of knows. And then here, this listing does not have a procurement fee, so you click on the simple marketing agreement. This one is very simple. For this one, it's not a Pendadoc or DocuSign, because this one is a very, very simple agreement on what you can and cannot do. It's very just simple, just cut and dry. This one. Let me just back out of that. Okay. And then when you click on request, you click on I agree to the marketing terms. You click on request more info. As soon as you do that, an email will come to your inbox, and you're going to receive that document again, and you're going to have now access to all of the pictures, all of the information about the property. And also, Dimitri will get an email that says Sam Rodriguez now is co-marketing your property, and it will have Sam's email, Sam's contact number, and Dimitri probably will reach out to Sam and say, hi, Sam, my name is Dimitri. Thank you for working with me. If you need any more information that, is provided to you, I can help you. And by the way, if you bring me a buyer directly to this property, he will also tell you how much you will get to be the agent with the buyer. And now, once you get that email, you go back to your dashboard, and you're going to see something that says new request send. So you click on view request sent, and here is where you're going to see the listing that you just, as you can see here, I click on that, and now I have access to all of the information about the property. I have access to all of the pictures of the property. And this is where you go back to the resources in the example of how to make posts on your Facebook, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, on how to kind of, create these posts. And so that will be on how to do this. And then the last thing I will say before I have my mother kind of go into this is this little link right here, how to start co-marketing. This is a guide that was done for you on everything and anything step by step. All you have to do is just table of contents. How do you access your dashboard? How do you enter your listings? How do you add a new listing? How to choose a co-marketing with or without procurement fee. If you choose with procurement fee, this is what's going to happen. If you don't, I mean, everything is outlined for you here. Very simple, very straight to the point. And again, this is another great thing about us. If when you start panicking, which I can tell you it happens all the time, you just send us an email and we will help you through it to find this document, that document, or how to do X, Y, and Z. And so I just want to again say this. We're here to train and support you, so don't feel like you are alone into this. Mom, you can go ahead and share your screen, please.
Sure.
And
I'll
so
try.
we have something that obviously with Trey and David negotiated, and obviously your company is doing things that blows my mind away sometimes on how they're giving you all these incredible tools, by the way, which is fantastic. And so the way we've structured this is that the GMA of what you just saw is all for that is absolutely free to you, which is phenomenal. Because you can go on our website, as we'll see, it's either $597 a year or $1,300 a year for all of our other members, because the Zooms and everything else. But here, I also wanted to do something special for those of you who are interested into the magazine, which my mother is going to present to you. And we have two versions. She will tell you the differences. If you're interested in being part of the Castles and Estates magazine and how she's going to describe it for you, then I did a special pricing for you, which is just $299 for the entire year, for you to have access to all of the 4 editions of the magazine and for you to have extra support and things and so forth and so on. And I will send you more information and a link after this call for you to kind of look at the magazines, what they look like, and also a little bit more descriptions into the benefits. Mom, go ahead.
Yes, sure. So that's the cover of this summer magazine. And it's very, I think it talks by itself. We are presenting properties, and then we also have a destination guide. We are presenting some developments. This one is in Mexico. It's a beautiful, I'm going to try to go a little quicker and show you. Okay, we have properties here. The Prestige Collection. That's where we advertise our members' listings. So here we have a property in Argentina. You can see on this magazine, we advertise with the name of the agent because this is the generic version. So when you have a listing, we put it in the magazine. So we do 2 pages, and sometimes we do more than 2 pages because sometimes the property is magnificent and we really want to showcase. So this one, for example, I think we did 4 or 6 pages for the magazine because it's really nice. We have properties in St. Martin. We did 2 pages. We have properties all over the world. I will go quickly. This is in France, in the French West Indies, in Guadeloupe. We have properties in Tahiti. We have properties, this is the property in Tahiti. We have
And these are all listings that you can co-market, by the way.
Absolutely, exactly. So all those properties can be yours. Now I'm going to show you something else. I'm going to show you the personal version. So at the back of I'll go fast. At the back of the magazine, we have, we have Spain. We have all. I don't know how many countries we have on this one, but we have Hawaii. We have the United States. We have California. We have Florida, with amazing listings as well. And at the end, we have the destination guide where every time we change, we have 2 or 3 great photographers, and they're giving us really nice pictures so we can advertise and make it a little more fun and not be just a marketing magazine. So you can send that magazine to your clients. But if I were you, I wouldn't send that version. I would send the other one. And I'm going to show you why. I'm going to click on this, and hopefully you can see my screen. Let's see. Can you still see my screen?
Yeah, it worked.
Okay, well, you see. So it's the same thing, but now on page 1 and 2, this is what you have. You have, oh, it's trade. My gosh, how did it
Yeah,
happen, right? So this issue is offered to you by a certified global marketing agent committed to delivering expert real estate advice tailored to your needs. All properties featured in this digital edition of Castles and Estates are exclusively listed by GMA members. As a proud GMA professional, I invite you to contact me for more information about any of the listed properties. I'm here to help you navigate the market with confidence and ease, locally and globally. And now the big difference is that when you go to a listing, whatever it is, for example, well, this one, it doesn't have the information about the agent. It has, for more information about this property, please visit page 3. We do have, because some countries, and in the US it's the obligation, we do have to show the original listing brokerage in very small, but most of the people will go to page 3, and on page 3, what do we have? We have trade. So all the properties are available. And if the client wants to have more information about this, he goes directly to the page 3. So you don't have information about the other agent. And that is a huge marketing tool for you. You can email the magazine. There is a QR code. You can send that to all your clients, to your sphere of agents as well, because you will learn that you can do the co-brokerage and the co-marketing with a procurement fee. And that is explained in the training. So eventually, you know other agents in other places, and you want to show them that they could eventually come to you if they have clients for those properties, because sometimes agents don't know what to do. They have the sphere of clients, but they are not, into that, or they do something else. So you could eventually get more business by working with other agents as well. So all that is offered in the magazine.
correct. And you get when you're part of the magazine, you get free pages as well,
Yes,
which is part of
absolutely.
it.
Yes.
Yeah, which
You
is
get
for your
free.
yeah.
So if your property is something a little more, we have properties in Morocco, for example, and can't remember. This is Lisbon, so Morocco is before Portugal. I don't know my alphabet anymore. I think that's it here. We have an agent in Morocco, and his properties were just, I mean, some of them were amazing. So for this one, for example, we did four pages because it really was something. It's a luxury boutique hotel in Marrakesh, in Morocco. This property we did 2 pages, but this one we did also 4 pages because it's an amazing location. And all those properties now it's like you advertising this one as well. This one we did 6 because it was really something spectacular. So it's offered to you based, of course, on availability in the magazine. But the good thing, this magazine is mainly digital, so it doesn't matter. We can always add pages. This time we had 254 pages. So it shows that we have a lot of agents who are doing this, and they get a lot from that. With this in your listing presentation, you get the listing. I am 100% sure. And we have data that proves that. Most of our agents, they get listings because they show their sellers that they're doing something different than the others. And I think that's the key. I started real estate in a long, long, long time ago. And when I moved to the States in 98, I was the first one to sell and to list a property in Scotland. And I'm licensed in Texas. And the reason I did that is because I created this magazine after having paid more than $20,000 to Unique Homes, which ends up on the shelf of a supermarket. And when it's not sold, it's the janitor who picks it up, calls you in the middle of the night and tells you, oh, I like your property. Huh. So I paid $20,000 for that. And I decided to create my own magazine because I thought I want to do something for other agents. And that's how we started. We don't charge people to put properties in the magazine if they are GMA members. And by the price of pages in regular real estate magazines, where they advertise 5 or 6 properties per page, we give real exposure because it really looks nice. I mean, when you have 2 pages for one listing, it's different than having 6 properties in one page. So that's all I have to say.
Yeah, perfect. Can you stop sharing your screen? That way we can answer any questions that
Sure, I will try. I don't know how to do that though, but
Yeah, I would love to just jump in and say that
oh, go for
this
it,
is
Trey.
just a really great tool to have in your buyer and seller toolkit, right? And it's different and unique because it's in addition to any type of global syndication that you're doing, right? And it's also different and unique because it's completely brand agnostic. So imagine me going to an appointment with a seller and or with a buyer, and within my seller kit or buyer kit, I have this magazine to show them to say like, oh yeah, and if you happen to want to be, or if you happen to be looking international instead of here in the States, like I'd love to present this to you and show you the reach that we really truly have, right? Like that's going to get them every single time, especially if they even have a hint of they want a vacation home one day and they love Cabo or they love Costa Rica, or that is something that not a lot of people are doing outside of GMA. So this is a huge tool you can utilize both if you had it printed and both if you just provided a nice little digital copy like pre-appointment set.
yeah.
Yeah, and great point, Trey. And Mom, can you stop sharing, please?
Yes, I will.
Yeah.
Hold on.
The the
Yeah,
biggest thing is really
I don't have
is right now getting just kind of going against your competitors locally when you know that it's Remax or Coldwell Banker or Sotheby's or whomever, and they're bragging about being in 60, 100 countries, whatever that may be. And to the seller, it sounds, oh wow, that's a lot of exposure. But if the seller only knew that just putting a property on a Remax.com or Sotheby's.com doesn't do anything, the property just sits there. Unless someone really wants that exact property, and explain to them the GMA value proposition to where now the GMA platform literally takes their property outside of the .com by partnering up with other agents in different states, provinces, and countries, and explaining to them what co-marketing means. Because again, I hate to say this, but to us, every listing presentation sounds the same these days, and so this is really an opportunity for you to, like Trey said, to be really, really different and being able to compete with your competitors who are, really bragging about the global rights that their brand is, but essentially, trust me when I say this, I mean, I'm having difficulties sometimes getting in touch with agents in Europe or South America, Central America, and I know the executives and the owners of these companies. It's just it's just it's a fake front in my opinion, and GMA really offers something that is tangible and very usable very easily. So now what we'd like to do is answer. Oh,
oh, sorry, you can't
okay.
see it really.
No.
This is, so I don't know how to do that. Anyways, this is the copy of the Castles and Estates magazine that we printed this time, but it's very big, 255 pages. And so we'll do probably a version like a PDF specially made for people who will want to print on their own if they need to have printed issues. It's possible.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to, great idea. Because I mean, what my mother can actually make a much shorter version. In that version, if I were you, I would drop it off at like, luxury car dealerships where you live or restaurants that you frequent all the time. You already have that relationship with them, and then just kind of drop them really on their desk and have your business cards inside. So this is something else. And again, this is part of all the tips and tricks and things that we've done over the years and other agents have done over the years, and being part of the community, you'll have definitely all the insights on how you can do the same if you want to. So any question? I want to answer DM's question and to clarify. Yes, GMA is included in any agent of estate and commercial join. The magazine is just a side and a part. And like I said, I will send you an email with more information if you're interested. So any
Yeah,
question for us?
I just
Yep.
wanted to add that because it is something that Trey worked on and David. and we have certain people on this call that aren't necessarily part of the luxury or commercial division yet. So I just wanted to make sure that they knew that this wasn't included with the standard a million benefits that we already have with Epique.
Yeah, no, everything that I've mentioned from the site to co-marketing listings to joining the school groups to the Zooms every 2 weeks to emailing support and all everything is all included. And again, yeah, you should thank your broker for that because it's absolutely free of charge for you, which is fantastic. So
For the Epique luxury.
yeah, Epique Estates and
Yes.
Estates and commercial. Yes.
Commercial, yeah.
Yes. Any questions for us? No? We have about 6 minutes left. Sam, I don't know if you remember me, but it's nice to see you here. I met you I think my mother as well in
Yes, of
another.
course. I remember both of you very well.
Okay.
Yeah, always good to
Okay.
see you.
It's
Yeah.
great to see you. So,
Well,
any
my
questions?
favorite is still DM, anyways.
Okay, well,
I
we're in
thought
trouble
I
now.
thought you were gonna say it was me.
No, oh, sorry.
Well, thank you. We will fight over her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. Well, if there are no questions, like I said, I'm going to send a follow-up email to all of you on the call and then all of you who are listening to this recording as well. Just kind of outlining the presentation, what we did today, and then obviously the magazine for those of you interested. And we're super excited to start the journey with you. Like I said, next Wednesday, if you want to write it down, your calendar. We'll have agents already from that you'll meet GMA members from all over the world. We have them calling in every 2 Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Next Wednesday we'll probably have, I don't know what the sub, the topic will be yet, but like I said, every 2 Wednesdays we really try to bring something to the table on a global scale, but really can benefit you locally as well for you to share with your sphere of influence. And then I will share with you as well for your sphere of influence on some Canva post that we've had for a long time on how for you to start scratching the surface. And what I mean by that is for you to start asking the right questions to your sphere of influence and finding out who already owns homes outside of where you are, because those are the perfect target market for you because they know people that you don't know. And so this to me, your sphere of influence is the biggest thing that you're going to be able to really, change the way you approach them and really capitalize the relationships that you have with them. And you'll see that once you start posting listings that are outside of your jurisdiction, I mean, people will start asking you like, wow, how are you doing this? And so we're excited for all of you to be here. Trey, thank you so much again for everything. We appreciate it. And like I said, we'll have this recording passed on. And if you have any questions, please reply to the email I'll send you, and we'll be here to help you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. It was great to
Thank
see
you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a great
All
day.
right,
Have a
bye-bye.
great, yes.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.